Hi, I'm Rich Whitney, Green Party candidate for governor of Illinois, lately known as Rich Whitey due to an error made by the Chicago Board of Elections where people that went to do electronic black box voting and early voting found that when they voted for me, the next screen that popped up on the review screen said, instead of Rich Whitney with an N, Rich Whitey without the N. This caused a little bit of an uproar, news that actually went national. Anyone can read about it at my website, whitney4gov.org, and read the whole story, among other things, more serious issues that I'm contending with right now. But I guess the one thing I would observe about this is that normally the people I'm running against are the Rich Whiteys. So it's kind of ironic that I ended up with that name. But I am a serious candidate for governor. In 2006, I ran for governor with the Green Party and got 10.5% of the vote. The Illinois Green Party is the up-and-coming anti-corporate party in the state of Illinois against the two corporate-sponsored candidates. We have very serious things to say. I'm not going to try to summarize them all here, but basically I'm the only candidate in the race that is actually standing up for the public sector, for our public schools, restoring health to our public sector, with a plan for actually doing this. The other candidates, Pat Quinn, the Democrat, Bill Brady, the Republican, they are both engaging in the systematic destruction of our public sector. I want to reverse that and move toward a healthier public sector, especially education and higher education. I actually have a plan to create free higher education, tuition-free higher education in the state of Illinois for all qualified Illinois residents. That's one of many things that I stand for. I also want a more progressive tax system, including a financial transactions tax on speculative trading in the state of Illinois, which will bring health to our public sector. One of the things we often hear in Illinois is that, well, we can't do anything because Illinois is broke. That is not true. Illinois is not broke. Our government is broke because of our regressive tax system. I have a plan, which anyone can read in detail at whitney4gov.org, of how we can turn that around and create a more fair tax system that can do the things we need to do as a society in the areas of education, infrastructure, renewable energy, job opportunities for all, and social services for people who need help that cannot care for themselves. The basic core functions of government, that's what we need to be doing in Illinois. Right now, one of the main struggles we're facing is for me to be included in all of the debates. People going to my website can see me debate the other two candidates in one debate, but I've been excluded from some of the other debates. That's the current focus of the battle right now. I would urge all of your listeners to please get involved, please help spread the word, please join us in the fight to get in the debates, and please help us win this election in 2012 in Illinois. Rich Whitney for governor. Thank you very much.
Well, Rich, one issue very quickly. Illinois is a coal state. What is the Green platform on cap and trade? Here in Chicago, we have the carbon exchange.
Well, I think we can do better than cap and trade. I think that we need a fee and dividend system where we impose ever higher fees, gradually increasing fees on all emitters of greenhouse gases, so that basically we create an inducement for them to stop emitting greenhouse gases into our environment. And then the dividend part of the plan is the people who may be affected by the temporarily higher energy costs get a dividend back from the government to help them pay for that, and it also gives them additional income that they can use to insulate their homes, to support public transit, to do the other things that we need to be doing to fight this on both levels. So fee and dividend, not cap and trade, is a much smarter system. That's what we're going to be fighting for here in Illinois.
Oh, what would be the incentive for the coal industry to sign on to that?
Well, of course they wouldn't. We have to fight, the fossil fuel producers. We have to fight big coal. We have to fight big oil. They're the problem. Clean coal.
Big coal is a big lobby here in Illinois.
Sure, it has some clout, but we can't go along with this. We have to treat global warming and the end of the era of cheap oil as the 911 emergency that it really is. It is happening now. We have to take firm firm action now. Clean coal is a delusion. We have to shift our resources and have a much higher focus on renewables like wind, solar, geothermal, sustainable transportation like public transportation, high-speed rail, better rail transportation within cities and regions. These are the things we need to be doing if we want to get to the kind of society that's going to be sustainable.
But what do you tell your constituents down in southern Illinois whose jobs are dependent on coal?
Well, there's very few that are still employed by coal now. What people want to do, what people want to hear, is they want good manufacturing, blue-collar jobs that pay a good wage. No one that I've ever met enjoys mining coal. It's a dangerous job. You're subjected to the risk of black lung disease. You could die every day you go down in the mines. But the only reason why people like those jobs is because they pay well. Well, we need to create an alternative where you can get good manufacturing or blue-collar jobs that pay well, where you don't have to risk your life. Who's not in favor of that? That's the message we're carrying to them. You know, so if we can have good jobs, creating better agricultural products, industrial hemp, which is one thing I also favor and need to legalize in Illinois. Tremendous potential for processing and manufacturing jobs. Building solar generators and wind generators here in Illinois, which we can be doing with the right incentives, including a state bank which could provide credit to those industries to allow, and to consumers, to allow these things to take off. These are the things we need to be doing in Illinois.
Well, thank you for your time today, and thank you for answering my questions.
Thank you for the opportunity. Appreciate it.
That was terrible.